Hello everybody, today I will present about stress monitor with Blynk from the power sensor. Next, we will talk about component. For the first component is ESP32. Next is button. Next is power sensor. And next is buzzer. Next, we do the wiring. So this is all the component and wiring that I use. First, we will connect 5V and ground for all devices. Next, we will connect OLED, so the ground go to the ground. But VCC, we will use the 3.3V for OLED. For the SDA, we will go to the pin 21, and SCL will go to the pin 22. Next, power sensor, we have positive, negative, and signal pin. So we will connect to the positive to 5V, negative to ground, and signal pin will go to the pin 34 for analog pin. Next, we will connect the button. So the button one leg will go to ground, and the button pin signal will go to the pin 4. Last one is buzzer. We will connect buzzer one leg to ground and one leg to the buzzer pin that we use is pin 15. Next, we will get the Blynk setup. So at first, we will create the Blynk template. So I use the stress monitor. Done. Next, we will set the data stream for our Blynk. First is the button pin. We will get the integer. Next, we will get the BPM for show the data in the Blynk. We will use the double data type and max is 200. Next is the stress. We will use double to max is 100 because we will use the percentage. Don't forget to save. Next, we will go to the web dashboard. So we'll create the switch for the button and the gate for the BPM data and stress data. Next, we will set the data stream for each widget. Next, we set the device name, so we will get the code for the Blynk in the Arduino. So place it in the Arduino. Next part is the coding part. First section is from the Blynk. We will define the Blynk pin, the serial, and the 3 line that we copy from the Blynk. Next is the library for the OLED. Next is the library for the Blynk. Next one is hardware connection pin, power sensor. So we use 34 pin. Next is status LED is pin 2, the onboard LED. Buzzer pin, we use the pin 15, and the button pin we use is pin 4. Next is OLED display setup and the heart symbol. Next is the part of system state blinking text variable, or the variable that I use for the function. This part is the Wi-Fi and password that I use to connect to Blynk to the ESP32. Next part is void initialize system. So I will use this function in the void setup. It will run at first and one time. So I set the serial begin, pin mode, set data to low, and some initialize variable and system of OLED and the Blynk. Next part is the void send data to Blynk. So I use to send data of the BPM, button and state to blink. Next part is for the blink light for button to low and high to start the device. Next part is voice show welcome screen. So the welcome screen for the state monitor. So I use the word state monitor and the blinking heart and blinking text for the word that said press button. Next part is for the calibration for the device. So this is long code for the calibration of the BPM and the state and some variable that include to the BPM and state. Voice calculation state percentage. So it will calculation the state percentage from the BPM and some variable. Next is the reset state calculation. It's the part after the calibration part. So it will check the state and the state is working or not working. Whatever it will reset the state into the zero. Next is the voice show monitor. So it will happen when the monitor, so it will display the BPM, state percentage, the state bar, last line it will show how state it is, like alert, high state, moderate state, normal, like this. So the next part is voice alarm system. So it will connect to the buzzer. This is condition that is the abnormal condition. So first is BPM more than 0. Next is current BPM may be low than usual or high than usual. It will start buzzer to beep too. Or the state percentage is more than 80%. It will make buzzer start alarm. So next part is voice analyzing heart rate data. So it will analyze the heartbeat state for the BPM, variable states are that in detail for the BPM. So next is voice check button. It will check the button state that may be high or low. So we will use to the blink tool. Next part is voice update blink. Is the update blink of the text in the old LED display. Next is voice main loop. So it will mainly in the loop. I will use in the voice loop. So it will declare some variable and blink to run, timer in blink to run, voice check button that update blink to always run for the blinking text, and some variable that need to always running behind for the BPM and state calibration and calculation. Last part is voice setup and voice loop. So I put the initialize system that I mentioned before in voice setup, and voice loop I put the main loop. But in the voice setup I use the reset state calculation, so it will reset only one time, because if I put it in the while loop, it will reset all the time, so the state is 0 all the time. Last part is the device test. So we will upload the code and check the device.